All right, we're live.
Come on, we're late.
Yeah, we're late today. Turn the curtain. You have a glare on you.
Bring it this way.
Hi, Milan.
Hi, sorry to be late.
Hi, Maxine. Good evening.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Shanik, Ishana. Hi, happy Sunday, CM. Welcome back, CM. CM says, long time been forward over here. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Jimandan. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Sander, you coming on? Hortense Williams, good evening.
Hi, everybody.
Did everyone watch the Olympics? Ishana says, I haven't been over here for a while, but I'm in the process of purchasing. Information is much needed. Congrats. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Zella. Oh, that's a nice name, Zella.
Zella. Who is purchasing?
Ishana.
Ishana, okay. She's in purchasing a home in Jamaica.
Joy Gordon. Hi, Claudia and Tonianne, watching from Queens, New York. Welcome, Joy.
Welcome. Hi, guys. Thank you for logging on. We're a little bit late today. We had to be doing another meeting, but we're finally able to join you.
Oh, not in Jamaica.
Not in Jamaica. Okay. Right. Well, any real estate anywhere is good. We're just partial because we love Jamaica. This is where we know. But any real estate, just get your name on a title, everybody. I hear Xander. Xander, you want to come on?
Hajiman says, hi, C. Long time I don't see you and Lucas-Aid.
Yeah, where's Lucas-Aid?
We fall
asleep again. Careful with Xander on this finger on the fan here. See, making out for the fan. Say hi, Xander.
Say hi to the people.
Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. Say hi.
So because he's in black.
He's in black. Yes, Olympics going good. 9 medals and enough sandals in Venice. Yeah, well, we do well in athletics because it's something we focus on. I tell people that if only we could duplicate or triplicate in the other sports or in other areas, you know.
It's going to be hard though because athletics is cheaper.
It's not difficult. The will. Once the will is there.
All the sports require equipment.
Yeah, but once the will is there. You know, Cuba gave us a school, Jose Marti. And gave us every equipment you could have dreamed of. I don't know those of you who remember that school, Jose Marti High. Cubans gave us that school, and they gave us, you name it, when they had the equipment. They also gave us GC Foster, built us an Olympic-sized diving pool. The last time I looked at that pool, it was empty, not being used. I don't know if they've since refurbished it and using it now. But one of the things you have to remember is that Rome was built in a day. Something that we have to work at, and we have to really work. So like something like athletics, I think we do well in athletics, basically because every child in Jamaica gets a chance to run on track, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the schools in Jamaica have a football field with a track around it. So basically, we all got a chance to run on the track, and you definitely see who have natural
Not
talent.
really a track too. You got some black lines on grass.
On dirt. Zan, Rachel, come for Zan. Some places it's actually. Zan, go to mommy.
Say bye to the people.
Go to mommy. So some persons got the opportunity to run on the dirt track. Like Tony and I, we got that chance as well. I ran for Woolmers at one point. I ran 100 meters actually. Tony, what you ran? 100 meters too.
And two.
I think I did. Did I do 200? I think so. But we can't do 200. Good. But we ran tracks. We did 100 meters. We did relays as well, right? So we're one of the few persons who actually run on the stadium track, the national stadium track.
Yeah, I think more people run on it now.
Which is a good honor to run on this. Not everybody get a chance to run on the stadium track, Tony. Maybe 1% of the school population, if so much. So because athletes are an elite group, you know. When you're at school and you do athletics, you're an elite group inside of the school. Everybody know you because you're an athlete. Yes. You don't think so?
Yes.
Yeah. When I switched over to lawn tennis, I was on the lawn tennis court at Woolmers. Everybody knew me. So we have to find a way to duplicate it. As I said, we did well at athletics. We do well at athletics simply because everybody gets a chance to run on the track, and the coaches and everybody can see who have natural ability and then can take it from there and develop it. So just imagine if everybody gets a chance to do swimming, lawn tennis, badminton, you name it.
Horseback riding,
you name it. I mean, we would have just swept the world. But then again, the wheel has to be there, right? Somebody says they want to purchase a vacation home in Jamaica, but you're scared of the violence. I see every day on YouTube, so I'm scared. Are you scared of Aishana?
You're watching the wrong YouTube channel.
Must. What are you so scared of? If you're doing Airbnb, you would choose the tourist belt, which is from Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, St. Trelawney, St. James, Hanover down to the Grill. That is your tourist belt, right? You would also choose a property, Aishana, that is in the gated community. That way, when your guests come off the airport, them go straight to them gated, them going somewhere, them hire the Juta.
She said she wants to do Airbnb.
She wants to purchase a vacation home in Jamaica. So you come on vacation like a tourist. Am I correct?
10% apartment.
Yeah, I said in the gated. It don't matter what it is. As long as it's in the gated. So Shana, you come as a tourist. If you're going on a trip, you hire a Juta driver who will ensure your safety and take you to wherever. If it is that you have not lived in Jamaica for quite some while, you wouldn't go into certain places, right? On your own. I live here, so I can move around the country like that. As a matter of fact, a lot of persons know them, see me, them say, yeah, you're on YouTube, them kind of know me. So, just like if you go to any other country in the world, you would not want to be walking around the country on your own, right? You'd want some kind of guide or some kind of road map to say this is where you go, this is where you go, that's where you go, right?
But I don't know. I watch 5 o'clock news on NBC, I think it is, and there's a lot of violence on the TV. Like
again, yeah, watch
people are just walking around shooting people in America, and I'm like, it's not any more safe or unsafe than anywhere else.
I mean, Jamaica is not any more safe or unsafe.
Because I don't have a fear of getting up out of my house and walking around. Me either. I don't have a fear of that. So,
Aishana, don't lose the opportunity to purchase a vacation home in Jamaica because you're scared of the violence. 2.9 million people live here. As a matter of fact.
And lots of persons visit and vacation here.
Millions.
So they know something that you don't know.
Yeah, millions come here every year. They're not scared. So don't miss up on the opportunity of buying your vacation home in Jamaica and enjoying it.
What's that quote that people always say that your fear paralyzes you? I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember.
Nico. Good evening, ladies. I almost mad. Where's Claudia and Tony? How them never give us notice that they're not coming today. Glad to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Nico.
We're running late.
Running late. I'm literally running late. Really. Tony, scroll down so we can take the questions.
Sherry wants to know any land in St. Mary for sale.
You have to give us what price range, how much you can afford.
Yeah, and we're in St. Mary. That's a big parish.
St. Mary. Huge parish. Right at the roundabout at Central Village, NHT building a new scheme, Twickenham Glades.
Beside the school. That's true.
Yeah, they're building a school, right? They're building a housing scheme now right beside the school. Right? Then they let that. I so embarrassed for my successive governments.
Why?
Because I made the school run down.
Yeah, they did a poor job.
And that's one of the things too we have to remember. When we get gifts, everybody, you must cherish the gift. Use the gift wisely. Use it to improve your position and your status, right? Mm-hmm. Not scoff at the gift because the man who bring the gift you don't like him.
But that should be a school where athletics, training and everything happens.
Should be right now. It should be an elite school.
Yeah.
Therefore, if your child is in a primary school and they're sports inclined, that should be the school that we send them to. Yeah. If we're gonna do them table tennis, lawn tennis, everything.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, that should be the school that definitely push out athletes. And then you should have a boarding section where them can come from all over Jamaica.
Yeah.
And come to that school, and that's where all the best coaches and everybody would be. But I don't know.
And GC Foster is just down the road.
So they missed the ball on that one. Any land selling our house through, could you let me know if? Hi, Claudia. Carissa here. Do you know of any land selling our house through, though? Could you let me know if there's anything, please? But you don't tell me where you want it. Mm-hmm. Carissa, Jamaica is a big place. You ever tell me where, your budget, all of that. Where's the best area to live that has good land, space to do own personal farming, food to eat? St. Mary. Depends on where you're farming still. But I'm saying St. Mary because St. Mary have the rivers too, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by good land space? What's a good land space for your own personal farming?
We have land a stone dog at Jamaica.
I know, but you can farm on 1/4 acre, or you can farm on 5 acres,
or 100 acres.
Yeah, it just depends.
Just depends. We have all of those, and it really depends on your budget too.
Yeah.
Good evening, Lavina. So, Shauna, you have to break that out a little bit. Good land space. The whole of Jamaica have good land space. Remember, we live on an island. We only, as a matter of fact, somebody pointed out to me that Jamaica, we basically live on the coastline.
Yeah, we don't live in the hills.
We don't live in the hills, right? Which is why when they ran the north-south highway through the hills, everybody was like,
there's land here.
Where does land come from? Because we live on the coastline, right?
I think it's only the Maroons live up in the hilltops.
Yes, there is. But I live up in the mountains. To be honest, I'm a country girl. So you want to know, so I want to Irish town, Garden town.
Yeah, but those
where
are
you
kind of
live,
hilly.
which mountain, which parish you're in, Aishana. That's what I should ask.
Need something with more flat.
All my family has properties there, and I'm the only one who don't. Have property where, Aishana? In Jamaica?
Probably, that's what she's saying.
Well, your family have property that me and mother and father have property here, then your own, Aishana. So why you say?
Maybe it's her siblings bought their own vacation homes here. But obviously they're not free. So you can just buy it, man.
Tony Ann, well said. Violence worse in America in Broward County. Every night, somebody gets shot. Every night. Them on the news.
I know.
Broward County. Oh my God. Everybody. Lucas-Aid. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Welcome, Lucas-Aid. CM, Lucas E. You see what I go on? Go for it. Yes, Lucas E. They run Ghana back. Now, ladies, good afternoon. Do you have a court processor for St. Anne that you can refer? Let me give you Patrick number. Patrick go anywhere in Jamaica. This is just coming in like wow.
See if there's any other questions in the meantime.
So yes, everybody. So this is where you can ask me any question. Last week, I had a young man asking me relationship questions.
Was last week or the week before?
That was the week before.
What was the week before? 336.
336-740-7870. 336-7407. Call Patrick. Just tell him it's Claudia. Davis. The process server. So he will go get your summons to the court and serve it and give him a power of attorney with what the court and represent you, all kind of stuff. Just call him.
Okay, I think we passed the question further up. How do I get there? Okay. Okay, that's the process server question.
Rich Zander.
And Shanik says NHT have some new lots available. Yes, we saw that in the paper. Shana, my siblings and parents have properties there in Jamaica.
Oh. Exactly.
Courageous Truth. Happy Sun, ladies. What is the... you hit me.
Zander, big I tell you. When he used to do that, you're to say no. You know, this is no test me with it again.
Why not?
No biting that.
Shanik says, what is the required number of points needed for NHT?
Shani,
That is a good question.
that is anybody's guess.
We need to ask somebody from NHT.
Yeah, don't pull out your horses for NHT. NHT have this algorithm that they use, this computer algorithm, looking at how old you are, how long you've been contributing, how much money you earn, all kind of factors go into that thing before them choose you.
Almost like 20 years you have to be contributing, don't you?
Yeah, and it's like with a lot of you have put in your hands.
Imagine trying NHT for 20 years and don't have a house yet. That's a long time, you know. A long time.
Yeah, but you can buy on the open market, everybody. Don't hold out your hand for NHT houses.
I think what happened is some of the NHT homes schemes that are coming up are really nice and people would like to be in them.
I know. But look for something similar, eh? Any update on TV Country Club in Spanish person in a 3-bed? Alicia, that I don't know. I know they're sold out, aren't they?
I think their single homes are sold out. I believe they're selling some apartments.
Now them selling. For how much?
8. I think it's 8 and 8.2. Somewhere in that price range.
Studios, that's what they're selling now. I think the single ones are sold out actually, Alicia. But guys, so we have Beleka selling. We're almost out now. How much 1 bedrooms leave?
8.
8 1 beds. That's all. So you have to run and get one of those. How does one become a registered developer in Jamaica? I called Bernard Lodge, read your divestment plan, and the agent told me I have to be a developer to enter the process. Yeah, you register as a developer. Register a company.
The real estate board.
But the company's office.
Oh, you register a development company with the Companies Office of Jamaica, and then when you have a development, you register with the real estate board.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't be on the real estate board without a development.
Without a development. So I guess you have to have an existing development to be a developer. So you have to do at least one development already.
To be considered a developer.
Developer, yeah.
Oh.
Because you can have a company that's a development company, but you haven't done anything.
Yeah, but maybe you can.
You're not a developer.
So can't you then approach for that divestment plan?
No.
And do your first
You have
project?
to be a registered developer.
Oh.
Registered with the real estate board. All right, so put me on, go to the real estate board website.
You will need to share us.
Share.
Just send that down further, and then I'll share from this end.
I'll do that. This, like that.
You can close one of them. There's 4 screens open.
Nothing already. All right, so we're gonna go on the real estate board website, so you have an idea. So I read it. What they mean is that you must have been registered as a developer. So you must have been done at least one development and registered, right?
Let me share the screen. 1 minute. Okay, go ahead.
So here is a list of dealers, developers, salesmen. Like me, I'm a dealer. I'll probably type my name to here. Third. So there it is. Years of practice, Kingston 10, license, that's my number, was issued for up to March 22, right? So every year we have to renew this as a license. So I'm a dealer. So you want a developer. So let's see, here are the developers. Now you can enter a developer name.
Oh, they can
So
be named.
all these persons are registered as developers because they have actually done a development already. So this is how they get to be registered. So they have, some of them have companies, some don't.
Oh, so you don't need a company.
Not necessarily. Can be in your name. So like, let's search Gore. I know he's a developer. So say Gore. We'll search. The Gore Development Limited
Has several names.
several names. Rosal Development, Barnett Limited. So apparently Gore Development Limited has also registered sub-domains or sub-manage different projects that they have. All right? So the real estate board is who you would register. So to register as a developer, did I click developer?
Yeah, just scroll down.
Developer. So are you thinking of building your own real estate? Simply click on this link to see more information as how to become a licensed real estate broker. Registration as a real estate developer under the Act. So here are the developers' registration. Now, the Real Estate Dealers and Developers Act defines a developer as a person who carries on whether in whole or in part the business of development of land. Development means the carrying out of building, engineering, or other operations in and over under any land, or the making of any material changing in its use. Now, on submission of the application, if deemed necessary, the applicant may be asked to sit for interview. So you could fill the application form, you pay the application fee, you get your police record, bankruptcy clearance reports, all of these, a passport photo, proof of address, evidence, ownership of land being developed. So you have to get on a copy of the title, the volume of full and so on. Evidence of the approval of the development scheme, including originals and copies of the certified copies. Clients currently residing overseas or who have been residing overseas, private application are required to submit bankruptcy and police clearances from the country as well as Jamaica. So they give you the fees. So if your scheme is 41 lots and over, you're going to pay 165,000. Your scheme is 21 lots to 40, you pay 121,000 and so on. For each unit and Scheme is 7,000, annual renewal is so on. And here are your guidelines. So you can go ahead and read all of this. And so technically, to be a developer, you must have intentions to do a development. How do I get out of this? To do all right, we'll just leave it on this. To do a development and register with the real estate board and do a development. And that's how you become a developer. Hope I answered the question. Lina. She said something about agent. Oh.
Question. Where's your agent?
Oh, the agent told me the developer.
Maxine said it's 20 points per year.
Oh. And how many you need to qualify, Maxine? How many now?
Karen Hamilton says, good afternoon, ladies. Any news on the homestead? Are you accepting applications for this homestead, please? Thank you.
I've actually accepted all the applications. And we're looking property now to buy. So Karen, you can WhatsApp us if you still want to be a part of it.
Staffy says, hi, is 32 million a reasonable budget for a 2,000 square feet home on the North Coast? Specifically from Discovery Bay to St. Ann Bay. I like Bel Air, just past Grand Bahia or DB, Discovery Bay. 32 million. 2,000 square feet home?
Yeah. So the house is anywhere from 12,000 to 15,000 per square feet. So yes. That's to build though, not to buy the lot. So 2,000 square feet times 12,000, 24 million. And 2,000 times 15 million, because it depends on your fixtures. So 15,000, sorry, is 30 million. So yes, 32 million is a sensible budget.
So what if you just wanted to buy the house and not build the house?
Well, what's in St. Ann? You have a 32 million budget. What can you get? Do you want to gate it? Don't sound like you want to gate it. You want a 2,000 square foot home. That's not one of the gated, medium small. For sale.
Unless they're in Draxall, like Vista Del Mar, those are gated. But
can we specify the square footage?
I think we can. So
we can specify the lot. Total floors here. So go in 2,200. That's the one. No, leave that.
No, but it's only give me a smaller one.
So go with maybe 1.5.
I did choose house, right? I don't think a lot of them are putting in square feet. Yeah, take that.
London to Jamaica, you need an old home. What price? Bravo Hill, St. Ann. The big house. So basically, this is what you get for how much million? 20 29?
31.
31. Lot 7 White River, which is in Ontario. It's a private treaty, this one though. Happy Cove Estates.
Those are only 1,300 square feet.
We're in Happy Cove. Great Pond.
1,700.
1,700. Okay. But yes, in terms of building, yes, 32 million is a reasonable budget. And you would get a new house. Not like what I'm looking at here now.
London, Jamaica. I need an old home, please, in St. James.
I was asking the price.
J Jack.
3 million. When the last I say also in Jamaica for 3 million. Land, social land that they get.
J Jack wants to know, what are your thoughts on Gore development in Discovery Bay for rental or Airbnb?
As long as it's gated, they can't Airbnb.
Does it have amenities?
Phase 1 have amenities. Phase 2 don't have any amenities. As long as it's gated, you can Airbnb.
St. James.
In terms of long-term rental, that might be sketchy. We have so many on the market. We'll have Draxall, people trying to rent. We have which one people trying to rent.
And we have the 2 new ones that's coming up that's closer to Old Trios, Happy Cove and Old Trios Country Club. Yeah, they're much closer.
But it's dynamic. It's just left up to you. What budget they said? 3 million.
Maybe you can put a little swimming pool in the backyard.
Yeah, you can put a swimming pool in your own yard. Put 5 million years. Or you put a wading pool. Don't have a comment. One house under 5 million. That's gonna come with some level of maintenance. All right, so you can get this for 4.9 in St. James, and it's called Lot 7 Gold Peace Lane. Don't think I want to live in our name sign up. Gold Peace Lane. Gold
Nothing with peace or lane.
3.5 miles from a big town. This unfinished house sits on a lot that is above road level at the front, slopes to the rear. Come on in view of the Caribbean Sea. Where they have view.
Looks like there's a decent house beside it.
House beside it. So look like, whoa, we're gonna come over. Let's go. Gold Peace Lane. Wow.
Is it in the hills?
Get a view though. That's the view. They get a view. Not bad. 4.9 though. That's the cheapest you're gonna get. Old home said 3 million. Alright, go on. Alright, so Jack. Overall rental in Jamaica. Forget about rental short term if you're talking about, hold on, I need to get to the loan amortization. Let's go to the loan amortization. I found when you buy a retail house, like what Gore's selling, you're not buying it for rental. You're more buying it for capital gain, right? The Gore house is 17.3. Let us say you get lucky and get full financing. You borrowed 17.3 million from Jamaica National. And 6.5%. A young like Tony say you get 40 years. Calculate. Mortgage is gonna be 100,912. This is a 2-bed. Gated, yes, no amenities. You're gonna be hard pressed to find somebody to pay 100,000 per month, long term. Plus the maintenance. You have to pay maintenance. This don't include insurance yet on the property.
And if you're gonna rent it, you should put insurance there.
Yeah. Plus you have a mortgage, so you have to have insurance. So your insurance might be another 10% of that, so 110,000. You have a maintenance maybe a 5,000. So that's 115,000. You also have to take into consideration that you might have some maintenance here and there. You put on a 10,000 extra per month, it's 125,000. So right away, your expenditure is 125,000. If you find somebody to rent this place 125,000, at the very least, you could break even if the tenant don't move out and you have a vacancy a couple months, right? At the very least.
Yeah, because I mean, you can rent Richmond at 125,000 with full amenities.
That would go to Richmond.
Yeah.
Let's see if Richmond is competitive at that price. What is the competition in the rental space out here? So
Draxall and Richmond will be the competitors. Rental. Same 2 bed.
So for rent, we're talking about gated.
Bed. Scroll up.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah, there on the right.
All right, 2 bed, 2 bath. No, minimum 2 bed. Yeah. You have 28 out there now. Right. Heartlands Estate, which is similar to a Gore. They're asking 110,000, 26 beds. But this is for a 3 bed. Draxall Country Club, 121. This is for a 2 bed on the market, 19 days.
It's furnished.
This one is furnished. It is? Where is it at?
A delightfully furnished 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house.
All right.
So you have to go furnish it.
You have to go furnish it too. 145,000 Draxall Manor. These are 3-bedroom. This one 151. So they do asking some money, but are they getting it? 151. This just came on the market. It's 2 bed. Everything is brand new, just waiting for you. Cool. Furnished. Oh, this one is empty.
No, it's furnished.
It's partially furnished. Partially furnished. Okay, everything is brand new. As I said. So you have some competition there. This person's trying to rent short term, long term. Maybe their mortgage is lower. I know some of their mortgages would be somewhere here. That's why they're renting it for that price.
Or maybe their Airbnb not working out and they're trying to readjust themselves by renting it out long term.
Right. Yeah. So you'd have to think to yourself now with a mortgage calculation like this, you add maintenance, insurance, property tax too, but property tax is fairly cheap. Let's say you add another 1,000 per month, 12,000 or another 2,000 per year. So you would be spending about 130,000 per month, right? But you're buying this place at 17.3 million. You spend about maybe another 200 for closing. So you spend 17.5. You pay the bank another 2%. Let us say overall you spend 18 million. And you pay this 130. So you could pay this every month. 130,000 times 12. That's 1 year times 5. That's 7.8 million. You would have added to the cost of the 18 million. 25.8. How many years did I calculate that? Which one? 5 years? 130. 130,000 times 12 times 5. Yeah, 7.8 million. So you hold it for 5 years
and add 7.8 million to it.
No, add the 18 million that you spent. Or you would not have spent 18 million, you would have spent 7.8, which is your mortgage. You spent 7.8 million and you would have paid on your deposit, or no, you never paid a deposit, you get 100% financing. So technically, out of your pocket, you spent 7.8 so far for 5 years.
And how much do you can sell it back in 5 years for?
Now, to mitigate that, you would still rent out the place. So maybe you get somebody pay you 70,000, 80,000. That way, your outlay is still even less. 5 years from now,
think they'll be worth maybe 25 now?
More than that. If I check the inflation and I check the way how Richmond and Draxall went, barring any catastrophe, 25 million minimum is what you would ask, but then you would only be breaking even.
So you're more trying to hope it sells for 27 million in 5 years.
Yeah. But I can't do the maths, because I have the historical sales of other properties.
Yeah, but you don't have historical sales of that location.
Of Discovery Bay?
Yeah.
No, I don't. But this location have the view.
Oh, yeah, it does. So those homes will have views.
Who asked me the question? J. Jack.
Did you already purchase one?
J. Jack, I suggest you go buy one. I know that I'm thinking about it. Tony, you better go buy one too. J. Jack.
And sell it back for capital gain?
Yeah. To have the view, to have the location. Just off the main, and not even nothing to squeal about.
And there's no
it's
other
a new development in the location, in the space. There's nothing in the space giving it competition now.
Right now. That's true.
The next nearest competition is
back down in Draxall.
Back down in Prairie or back down in Draxall. And those are sold out. So there's nothing in the space giving 17.3.
Not only that, there's nothing in the price range too. So what's gonna happen?
You have out of the blue.
That's not in the same space.
Yes, it is.
On the flat?
Not on the main. Out of the blue is up in the hills.
Yeah.
So it's not even in the same space.
No,
yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not. And out of the blue have amenities, but again, it's up in the hill. So somebody looking at out of the blue and looking at this one
for the same price
would buy the door.
Yeah. And it's from a strong developer. So
and
the resale price is gonna be
it's from a strong developer. And if you got anything by their previous properties that they did, like in Old Harbor and in Portmore.
Is it their first development on the North Coast?
I think so. No, they're in Trelawney, Florence.
Oh, it's their first one in St. Anne.
In St. Anne, maybe.
Okay, so
JJ, yeah, I would buy it for the capital gain. I would also buy it for land banking. So that 100,000 per month
that you'd have wasted.
That you would have thrown away buying Burger King and KFC, like how we do in Jamaica. And pizza.
Buy $10 slippers at Bendon Plaza.
100,000. For the 100,000, if you have the 100,000, I would land bank it at Gore. Yes, I would. Yeah, I would. Now, JJ, give me something to think about.
Even if you just put down the house.
Even if you just buy it and put it down and pay a mortgage, you buy it for capital gain, and here and there, you're making some Airbnb or some rental. I remember it's a new development, guys. Always a new development. You're the first owner. You're the first one with your name on the title. The sky is the limit.
Yeah.
The sky is the limit. And they're just in phase 2.
Right. So by the time they reach the end of whatever they're doing, you can actually sell at that point and command some good money because it's the only one who's selling
at that point. Yeah. So JJ, back out your money. Tony, go find some money.
Buy the Camelot.
And I like the name too.
Camelot?
Yeah. I like the name. But JJ, this one would more be for capital gain as opposed to. I find that when you buy ready-made houses like that, houses that developers do already, you can't really buy it for the cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy it for capital gain, right? It's not gonna be a cash flowing property. Well, not for now.
It would have best if we took his 17 million and buy even 1 acre of land and do some tiny houses and then rent each of those out.
Yeah.
And create some form of little attraction in the tiny house setting.
Yeah.
And rent those out.
So what? So if you want cash flow, JJ, I found in Jamaica, don't buy a retail house. You have to be a developer now. So you have to go find your raw land, do your subdivision, put on your little house, as Tony says. Then you can rent each of those and you have right away. You will cash flow, definitely, because you will be purchasing at cost and you will be building at cost. So just imagine this phone, the person who built it, which is the builder or the developer, build that cost. Then the distributor buys it from the builder and distributes it, right? And then you buy it from the distributor, or you buy it from, the wholesaler buy it from a distributor. And then the wholesaler sell it back to you as a retail product. Sell it back to the retail stores, and then sell it back to you as a. So just imagine how much people profit in the house, the final house. So when we buy a Gore house or a Bellacre or a Matalan house, any one of these, we're buying at the retail cost. Okay, guys, you're buying at the retail. Remember, you're there at the end game. You buy at the retail. If you really want to knock this thing out of the park, you have to learn some construction like me and Tony and buy your land and develop it. That way you're now on the developer side. All right? But that is where it's a lot of work. But you have to be up to the challenge. Or you buy one house and go for the capital again.
Jizzy said, can you use NHD host for Airbnb?
If in them contract them restrict you. I don't know. But generally in Jamaica you're allowed to rent your property. But I don't know if NHD hosts restrict you. We didn't buy NHD scheme houses. We actually took the money and built a house. Was there a restriction in the contract? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Can you turn it for me?
Turn it around. You want it this way?
Yeah.
Right. Or if I give some light, here's under.
Rachel, he escaped.
Rachel. All right. What's the other question? Your slippers.
Good evening, ladies. Can I get a B? No. Hi, good evening, ladies. Looking for a house in St. Elizabeth around 17 million. Is that possible?
7 million.
7 million.
It should be. St. Elizabeth is a rural parish. And Pauline, I wish I had bought not Ocean Point, Palmetto Estate. 3.5 million. You know, just build your house on that. Sometimes they confining into the playpen. Yeah, block him when you have to watch it. She wants a host.
These are houses.
The host for 5.5?
I don't know if it's finished, but let's see. It's not finished. Maybe we should
selling a foundation. No, go down the line. So one there in Black River, 6 million, 2 bed. Here's the house. Okay, then
Fixer upper.
Fixer upper. Oh, so I look bad enough. I'm gonna fix up the house there.
Is this part of the house board?
So bored.
No, there's some concrete at the back.
Concrete at the back.
Maybe just here some board.
That's the whole thing is a tear though. The whole thing.
When I look at that, I just say work, extra work that I don't want to do.
6 million.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. How much bedroom this?
And this is in Luana. We know where this is.
Yeah.
Have some roofing already. This here right now.
That's the the staircase right there where you see people.
And it's not bad. It took some more, but this is not bad at all.
Not bad. I have a decent house beside it in front, right?
Ooh.
Oh, they give it a drawing, but it should be, yeah.
Mhm.
Foundation full of steel, though.
Alright, and then we're out. So that was 8 million, and then the next is 9 and 10.
10, 9 and 10. And the budget is 7.
Right. So it's possible,
It's fun,
but
that's
it's
what
not a
it is.
livable house.
You have to do some more. I don't know. I still prefer just buy a 1-bedroom and villa already.
And for 7 million, you can probably buy a land in Luana for about 3 million, and then do some building.
No way I'm one selling?
Yeah.
4.5?
4.5.
Yeah, funny. I have a land in Luana for 4.5.
Trina says, is Bel Air in Discovery Bay selling land in a gated community? Is Bel Air in Discovery Bay selling land in a gated community?
No.
You know what they're doing instead?
I don't know of any gated in Bel Air. Is there a gated in Bel Air? I don't know.
Bel Air is right in front of the hotel, right?
Bel Air is where we turn at the post office at Runaway Bay. Continue. Give me something to do. The housing agents of Jamaica don't do something to do.
It's 2 words?
Yeah. Bel Air. That's fair.
Is anything coming up? No. Did we need to change the search criteria from St. Elizabeth?
I think you have a name spelled wrong. How did she put Bel Air self Lair? How much is a piece of land in Draxall? We need 20 million, Trina. I'm a couple in Draxall here now. Let me see if I can got her.
Where's Bel Air? Which part of St. Anne?
She's not home, so Bel Air. But you would have to say St. Anne. Runaway Bay. Is that here?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, you still have notes in it. There's something there. Here now.
Oh, it's so.
It's probably so. I don't know one being here. Alright, somebody asked me about Draxall. So, the Draxall should be here. What did I do?
Runaway Bay.
Runaway Bay.
Draxall is in St. Anne's Bay. Is St. Anne's Bay now? Or I don't think they will put it. This is in what you call it? Vista Del Mar.
This is Vista Del Mar for
They
12.
both are.
Both of them. One is in Napa for 16. Great. Draxall here now. Draxall have a half acre for
That's Draxall Estate.
Draxall
But that's a house.
This is a house.
Unfinished.
I mean, it went on the contract. It went on the offer. It went off everybody. So, on the offer.
Oh, somebody actually bought that?
What?
This one, 77 Draxall. I saw it on the system the other day. Actually gone.
What scheme is it? Really?
Thought it was a good price when I saw it. You know, the Rover is gone too.
This kind of, we're looking for Draxall.
Cedar Avenue.
Oh, there's a plantation. So there's Draxall, them are 20-something million. That much I know.
There's one.
So this just went on the offer. 37 days on the market. So this one is 22 million.
That was the actual
How much
price.
is a piece of land in Draxall? 22 million. Hills of Draxall that I was selling out started from 99,000 US all the way up to 170,000 US. So anybody who bought a 99,000 US would probably add some 150,000 US now in Hills of Draxall. This that we just showed is Draxall Estate. I'm just waiting for somebody in Hills of Draxall to say, yes, I'm selling one. See all of them ask. All right, London to Jamaica. You're looking at all, answer this already.
Did you scroll up?
You're looking at all 3 million. Did we answer that?
Yeah, that's where we were looking for the thing in St. James, I believe.
3 to 4.
Debian, hi Miss Claudia, trying to get my refund from World Homes a year now. They have relocated and not taking calls. I had a lawyer to write to them, demand the letter that they have not responded to. What else can I do?
Real estate board.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna.
That's where you go.
File a complaint.
That's where should I go first? Real estate board. Remember, real estate board registered a developer, so real estate board will be in touch with them.
Right, and the real estate board is there to act on your behalf.
Yeah. The real estate board.
Trina Gordon, Jay, the first start is honesty. This construction company is dishonest.
That's probably referring to the previous one.
B. Brown, need to know if the internet connection is strong in all areas of the island to work remotely from my UK company.
Not strong in all areas. Up in the hills, it gets sketchy. You have to be on the shore, on the coastline. So you'd have to be in St. Andrew, not up in the hills of St. Andrew, but down on the flat. Or you're in the built-up towns like St. Anne's Bay, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, down in St. James, right? Those places you have to be. So anywhere Digicel flow wires to get to the community, that's where you want to be. And you know the wires because you see them on the pole, right, Tony? You see this black box on the, every so many light posts, you see this black box, and you actually see the flow wires on the Digicel wires.
Courageous Tony, and hi Miss Claudia, do you know of any or new upcoming development companies hiring or leasing tractor and tractor operators?
No, not now. The big companies usually buy their own tractor. It's not upcoming. No. Or go to the same real estate board and look for the developers and email them one-on-one. Their contact details and everything is there. What?
Marcia Brown says, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, Marcia.
Hi, Jaman.
What is Maxine asking?
Hi, Claudia. The JN 6.5 is for Jamaicans only, not for Jamaicans living abroad.
Sure. That was only the 100% is not for Jamaicans living abroad. The interest rate should be the same for Jamaicans living here or abroad. It's just the 100% financing, right?
We'd have to check.
We'd have to check. I think. Cinema. God, I'm having a senior moment, everybody. Check out.
Some of that money to swing to my messages. What's going on?
You were saying, need to know the okay, Ms. Davis, do you know of any new or upcoming developments? Okay, answer that already. Real estate. Hi, Winston. Hi, Claudia. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Marcia.
We're having scrolling challenges.
Why don't you bring it up on your phone then?
Yeah, I can do that.
Trying to get an answer for you for that question.
All right, back to your questions. Okay, hi, Joanne. TV says, question, would you advise taking out a loan against your home to invest in an investment property? What?
Me personally, no.
No, the investment property must be able to pay for itself.
Stand on its own. So the only way that don't hold is if this property that you have now is such a horrible property that you'd probably sell it anyway. You know? So if you end up losing it, it's neither here nor there.
For some restraint reason, we're showing really blurry.
But if this is a property that is prime property, that will withstand 50 generations, 100 down the road and still make sense, then I wouldn't put a new loan on the property. I also wouldn't put a new loan if I'm almost finished paying that for that property. So if that property, if I'm within 5 years striking distance of completing payments and getting rid of the payments, I wouldn't refinance. No. Get a loan, get a new loan, and let the property you're buying now carry that mortgage.
Sabio wants to know, good evening, Miss Claudia. Do you have anything in Mandeville for 7.5 million? House or land?
No, we don't. Well, we had the Mandeville was sold already. We had lands already sold out already.
Pauline Thomas, you were saying it's better to buy a one-bed new house. Now, how do you go about it? And is it in St. Elizabeth?
Which developer is in St. Elizabeth? St. Elizabeth.
You can check.
Developer is in St. Elizabeth.
NHT.
It's not a place that I believe that. Read this one. Yes, it is. You see the screen? Let me read this.
Yeah, my screen's dark. It's tinted. So yeah. find it on your phone.
What are we looking for again?
St. Elizabeth.
There's no way to pick up new here.
We were in St. Elizabeth the other day and we saw something called, was it Howard Estates? We saw.
Yeah, where to call them? I find them the other day and we saw what they were selling. What's it called?
Michelle Morales wants to know, good evening, ladies. Any update on the Lakers? Thank you.
Tony, don't you have some update videos for the Lakers?
I haven't done any videos recently for it.
But the last set that you did you upload them?
Oh, no, I didn't. I need to upload them. We are further along, but we didn't do the community. I think we just did 100 minutes. But I can upload it.
You're gonna upload it? You're buying one, who's asking?
Yes, this is Michelle. Buying one.
Oh. They're rendering now, I think, the houses. What was that rendering? Smooth up the walls. That's what they're doing now, right?
Here's a question. Why is it so hard to get somewhere to rent in Portmore area for less than 40,000? I have been searching. I also purchased the Gleaner, and most of the houses are going for 45 and up. That is because Portmore is the new Kingston. And for 45 now, you have to go to Spanish Town. 40 and below, you have to go to Spanish Town.
But why aren't you buying a property? This is it. You have National Housing Trust? Get me to NHT calculator. You have NHT? Who's asking? Who wants a question?
How do you pronounce A-R-I-E-K?
Arika.
Arik?
Alric.
It's A-R-I-E-K. Ariek?
Arika. A-R-I-E-K.
Yeah.
Arik.
We're just gonna say Ari.
So if you're earning 80,000 monthly, everybody put that in. 80,000 monthly. About 1995. Contributing yes over a year. No. So energy will lend you 6.5 million. And you pay 18,000 per month. Let's write that down. So energy is gonna lend you 6.5 million. You're gonna pay 245,000 per month. All right. So you're going to ask me. So the Bellacre is now selling for 11.5, right? 6.5 minus 11.5 is how much? Is that 5.5 or is that 4.5? Do the maths. I want to jump over to my mortgage calculator here now. How much years hold on? How much years NHT set for that? So NHT giving you. Where's the calculator? Where did it go? So NHT is giving me a 6.5. What about the 80,000?
What are you trying to do?
So the 80,000, so if you're earning 80,000 per month, everybody, a debt service ratio at 50% will allow you to pay a mortgage of 40,000. So if you have a National Housing Trust, put your 1995 there.
You can go to the JN calculator. They have the more NHT attached to it.
All right, JN calculator. Let's go there. Jamaica National. But does Jamaica National allow me to adjust or not? No. Can't go there. So yes, I need the interest rate here so first. That's what I was trying to pick up. 80,000. 1995. Yes. Over a year. No. Calculate. Zero. Okay. So the interest rate on the NHG side is zero. All right, go to the NJ and calculate. you're gonna need 5 million from Jamaica National. Let's see how you're going to fare out with it. So let us say you want to borrow this. Here's again, NHT fund. Apply NHT benefit. NHT is giving you 5 million, no, 6.5. 6.5 Tony. NHT is giving you 6.5. And you're paying 0 interest rate. And then you're going to borrow the 5 million from JN. I'm paying on any money for 0. And you are, no, that's a home price you put there. So put the 11.5. Put the 5% down payment here. Down payment 5%. The amount. Hold on. So don't know this. Okay, I cannot be behind on the price of the home. You need 6.650. So that's kind of good. The loan amount is 10.8, but I wanted to borrow the difference to the math. So it's 11,500,000 to the summit. Minus 6.5. So that's 5 million. So this figure should be. No, I can't allow it to put it in.
It is.
Where?
Just go down. See, they asked for the NHT amount there.
We have the NHT amount. Or we have the interest rate. All we do have is a J amount.
Yeah, but I think they're.
And I don't want to borrow. Anyway. So the loan payback is, did it calculate it?
No, I haven't. No, read the page, but I don't think calculated.
Why not?
It's saying anything which is if not calculated. Oh, see there?
So you would pay 73,000 per month if you're just taking any, if you're taking JN alone. Why is it not calculated?
At 1%.
JN, you let me down, man. Why not calculated? All right. At 1%, you're gonna pay 53,000. But let's do it the long way. So take out this and don't apply the NHT here, right? We already know that NHT payment is 18,245.
So only borrow 5
So
million.
only borrow 5 million from Jamaica National.
$29.
Take out this. Take out the deposit. Let's say go to Jamaica National answer the full money. So that's 33,760
Plus 18.
plus 18. How much is that? Okay, about 50,000. Ten carry 1, 789, 10 carry 1, 1,9. 51 or 52. 15,000 is coming. Now, if I had a chance to buy my house, go get the NHT loan and go get the JN loan and pay 52,000 a month and buy a 1-bedroom Jamaica of 11.5 as opposed to trying to rent a house in Portmore for 45,000, this is what I would do. I would go pay the 52,000.
Sacrifice and go and pay it.
Yeah, and the bus fare too, because it's a little, you're gonna take 2 buses to get back in that town to go work, right? So who asked me the question?
Ari.
So Ari, that's what I would do. And you're gonna tell me the 1-bedroom is too small. one bedroom can hold all 10 people.
Just no furniture.
Any furniture. Roll out the mattress for the girl.
All right. So Hajman says the property we are building out of pocket. So once completed, we won't owe anything on it. Is it better to just go for a loan then? Yes, because you already have a property with no mortgage on it. I wouldn't mortgage the property that I just spend so much money bill and hard work bill and then go put a mortgage on it. I would have put a mortgage on it from start.
Yeah, you take too long to put the mortgage, man. if you can't bill it out of pocket and finish it, why you need the mortgage?
You want a mortgage to buy investment property.
Yeah, so use a mortgage and buy investment property. Buy different property.
Yeah, but make sure the mortgage is on the investment property, not the property that you just built out of cash.
Yeah, because you already own it for.
Because what if you can't clear the mortgage and you lose the property? All your actual cash will be gone that you put into this house to build.
Well, not necessarily, because you would assume, let us say they spend 20 million to build the property and they only borrow 10 million. If them can't pay the loan, then technically the bank should only take 10 million. However, that doesn't hold if you make the interest rate start to pile up and you start to double and triple up, so you end up owing the bank how much more money to start eating at your equity now.
Not only that, if I had a skill set to use raw cash and build my property, there's no way I'm going to mortgage it after that. That's just too much investment and hard work, and then to go put a mortgage on it, and then the bank just come and take it.
So. We don't want ping pong with that. Till me done. Basically.
Yeah.
But that property now, an investment property too, the one they're building now.
I don't know. Maybe it's their dream home.
Putting a lot into it. It should be some way of making some money off it, right? You have another question? Tons.
Kadian wants to know how much rooms Belacres. So Belacres have 1 bed, 1 bath, and 2 beds, 2 baths, but those are finished. And then we also had 2 beds, 1 bath.
No, tell them what you have now, 2 only.
I have 1 bed, 1
1
bath.
bed, 1 bath. That's all she have. 1 bed, 1 bath. But you can do your addition. Give me the Belacre video of the house itself. So you have 1 bed, 1 bath. You can convert that. You can do your addition and build a 2 bed, 2 bath. And then you can continue upstairs and get a 3 bed, 3 bath. Basically, this developer is going to be giving you your blueprint to do this. So the blueprint comes at a cost. Rich, don't let John push that thing, too much noise. So the blueprint will come at a cost, but not a lot of cost. And you pay for it and you do your building. Alright, let's get to the video of the 1 bed, 1 bath. Xander and them dark glasses. See here? Like this. No. Wait, this one down there. Oh, so this is when I'm reaching here now. You did do update video.
No, that's not ours.
Oh, Rich. Skip that. Yeah, skip that. Tony, I watched too much of them plumbing video now. Jeez.
No, it's not like a game.
It's a game?
Mm-hmm.
What? Can't you skip it?
I would if it said skip, but this is an unskippable ad.
All right, everybody, just give us some minutes here. We're trying to get out of this. I don't even know how you get to this. You don't seem to be in the video, man. Sharon Island.
This is your video.
Do you have what it takes?
So everybody,
let's go and answer some questions.
This is what you have to contend with when you're watching my videos. Sorry about that. Get up to 40% off this summer. Oh yeah, I need to go get my glasses. So, these are the people that I use for my glasses. Island.
Humphrey says, hi ladies, could you tell me what would be the approximate mortgage payment on 11.5 million at Belacres?
Humphrey, you using NHT? Tell us. Are you using NHT and a bank like JN? We just worked it out actually. Or
Humphrey says without NHT.
without NHT. And how old are you, Humphrey? I want to know how many years you would get. So the mortgage stop at 70. So if you're 30, you get 70 minus 30, which is 40 years. If you're 40, you get 70 minus 40, which is 30 years. So tell me which one you would get.
Ari says, yes, I do have NHT contribution. Ari, go and buy your house, man. Adrian Spencer.
Ari, come and look at the house and buy one from us. And don't tell me you don't have no deposit. Monkey money, them money there. Besides, even if you don't have any deposit, we'll show you how to work around. There's always a workaround. Jane is giving 100% financing now, so that alone is a work. Alright, here's the house. Turn on the
Keep it for future development, or you can keep it for future sale. Let us see what your house will look
It's all for you.
Alright, so Kadian says, where can I find information for the Venice?
This is on the left, where the man is on one side and on the right. This is what it looks like. It's from the entrance to the living room space. The back door, you have the dining space, and you have the kitchen to the right. You can see the kitchen and breakfast counter full of food and refrigerator space. Alright. Now, this is a one bedroom. So when you come down here, you come to the left, and you're in the bathroom, I think. Yes, in the bathroom space. And as the man says, freedom. Freedom from home. Freedom from right. There's another door that connects it through to the bedroom. You have your closet space on the if you have children, you can always pull out sofas, or you put the both in the living room. Or you do the addition at the back. Or you do the addition at the back. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, so we have shown you the opportunity.
that's easy. Right, so approach for one of these before they're finished. Somebody asked me to work out for them now. How much it will be? They tell give us the age.
Let me see. Humphrey says 38.
38, so he would get 32-year mortgage, don't it? So you can't calculate that. Type in 11.5. You pay the deposit of 650. Deposit of so much though? 5% and 11.5? Very massive amount.
775 plus a 200,000 closing costs.
No.
Oh, it's actually 775.
Yeah, but no subtracting. So it's 570. So this one is 575,000 is the deposit, and then the closing cost is about 200,000.
32 years. We need to change that. 2 years
to 32 years. You pay 67,000. Call it 70,000 per month. Because remember, you're going to have your insurance attached to this, right? The Jamaica is gated, so you will have a maintenance fee of how much is it now? 3,500 per month to maintain the gate and the verges and so on. So yes, buy one of these. Tony, you might be Tony's neighbor.
Adrian says, good afternoon, ladies. Do you think location of Colbeck Manor would be good for Airbnb? Don't know much about the area.
You don't know much either.
Colbeck, that's where.
You're talking about Old Harbor. Oh.
So you have to think if people vacation in Old Harbor.
Yeah. You have to think, do you have people going into inland like that.
We have attractions in Olavo.
You can also look on Airbnb now and see what
If Olavo is up there.
and if other persons are doing Airbnb and how much traction them get. You can do that on Airbnb. It's kind of inland. You probably go after long-term rental. But again, guys, remember new development, you go after capital. Or you buy to live, like the Benny, you buy to live. So 67,000 is the mortgage on this one. You took 100% financing. What would be your mortgage? Let's go after the 100%. Jamaica National. So you move from what, 68 to 71,000. So if you don't have the deposit, go after the 100%. If you want one of these, let me know so I can get you pre-approved and get you in the system and get you on one of these, everybody. Reach out to us. People with zero money reach out much less who have money in their bank account. You don't know. Just the mistake is more anything we do, just tell me. Tell me. You do it. So again, guys, I bought my first property because my girlfriend Pat said, Claudia, don't ask me nothing about no rent. Because I called her, I was looking somewhere to rent because the landlord raised the rent and I needed to find somewhere. And luckily for me, in 1989, I took her advice and I started looking a house to buy.
Her telling you to buy a house was like a paradigm shift in your life.
Yeah, it was. Because I never known about buying a house or owning a house. So it was like a totally 360-degree turn. You know what I mean? You're on one path and somebody said, turn around and go that way there. So I'm telling you today, all of you listening to me, those of you paying rent, and I had to move from Kingston. I was living in Kingston 6 in Barbican. And I moved from there, I went to Spanish Town. Those of you who don't have your name on a title, you're still paying rent, and you reach my age, just buy where you can afford. Even if you're 20 and age or younger, you're 18, 19, you're an NHT, the rule still the same. Buy what you can afford. That's all it is. Nothing else. Just buy what you can afford, right? Now, a lot of you will miss the opportunity to buy a property and you will never catch it back. Because for one thing, your income will not move as fast as the inflation.
You'd have to wait for their children to try and buy something to put them in.
And you wait on your children, or you want to really wait on. So just imagine I was waiting on you to buy me and put me in a house.
Yeah, that would be sticky.
That was sticky. And I just tried getting a Jamaica. So we've been moving to Spanish Town, which we might move to Spanish Town in the Jamaica. That's for the fun of it. But everybody, it's important that because the real estate is the only thing that's going to hold your value. It's the only thing that will ride the crest and the waves of inflation. There's nothing else that you're going to buy that will do that for you, which is why you buy the real estate. That's why you bank in the real estate. Some of you saving money, saving and you're saving and you're saving. And you keep looking at the computer and say, oh yeah, you know, me have 100,000. Oh yeah, me have 200 now. Oh yeah, me have $1 million now. You don't have no money. Stop that rubbish. You don't have any money. Bread was just $250 the other day. The bread is now $420.
Good thing you stop eating bread.
Good thing you stop eating bread. So if it is that you could have take the money and buy one bread 1 year ago, the same $250 can buy the bread, a half a bread you buy now. So put the money in the real estate, all right? You have any more questions?
Yes, Winsome wants to know, property on Coconut Crescent, Kingston 11, 2 bedrooms, livable, rentable buildings on the premises. What have properties of similar description can be sold for in that general area?
Where's that?
I don't know, Kenna. Coconut Crescent.
You have to tell me where it's Coconut Crescent.
Kingston 11.
Kingston 11 tricky.
Let's see what's on the market for there.
Let's see what's selling at Kingston 11. Kingston 11 is basically take what you can get. So it's Kingston 13 and all of those.
Where's Kingston 11?
It's on a level, I think. I try to remember. So like Peter on a Maxi level. Go to the Kingston level. Some of them are town. Yeah. First Street, 16 days on the market. 7-bedroom house, just on Spanish Road at the Park Road, Kingston level. Walking distance to Scotiabank at the Park Road. As a habitable ground floor, 3-bed. 16 days on the market. 4A Content Avenue. That's the one you asked me about?
No, Coconut.
Oh, Coconut. It's 4-bedroom house, 714.
Coconut Crescent.
But let me see. Let me look and see.
You got a sold listing.
Yeah, that's where I missed the ball. So let's jump out of this, guys. I'm going to sold.
You can probably do on a contract too. You can get the social. Or did you know?
Yeah, 3 on the offer now. When was it sold?
Long time.
You know by the number, right?
Yeah. You can look at the space too.
It's on 11. Someone said recent.
Yeah. So. See something there? 5143.
Down here.
Yeah.
22 View Camp Drive. Come on, 25 days, sold for 6 million.
Oh, wait, don't we know View Camp? That's in the Della Creek housing scheme.
But her sound like it's a yard. Her sound like it's a yard with some house on it.
Oh, it's not like
It's a giant apartment.
They keep this scheme nice.
Yeah, it's a Della Creek on a Spanish town. We sold some here for 5 million.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're only now selling for 6?
For 6, yeah.
Price hasn't moved much.
Nope. Never take longer than 25 days on the market. Alright. Basically in those zones you take what you get and move on.
Because usually somebody else who's there who's probably gonna invest. Some better prices there. More reason, so.
Yes, I don't know. I'm gonna somewhere at 3.5.
No? It's just telling me.
Is it already?
They're on the offer.
But where is it? Rosalie Avenue, corner of Rosalie and Beatrice, it says. Corner of Rosalie and Beatrice. Multi-family.
Right, it's
Tree
sold
building,
January this year.
lots of fruit trees were looking. Okay, so this one was sold. It's sold for 19. Days on the market, though, it spent a year on the market before it was sold for 19.
This one's in good shape.
This one is in good shape. Yeah. This one is in good shape. It's on a corner lot. Alright. Any more questions?
They said a WhatsApp you this week.
Cool.
About the property. Not this property, about the Coconut Avenue. Coconut Crescent.
To do what? To get it sold or to?
I'm not sure. Probably just look for the WhatsApp.
Oh, Coconut Crescent. Hold on, write it down. Or shoot me about the WhatsApp.
Lavina Jones. Can I get 100% mortgage from JN? I don't have any NHT benefit. I am 48 years old.
How much you earn?
How much do you earn, Lavina? Winston says the property is close to the top of Bay Farm Road. Oh.
So it's on Waltham.
Yeah, you can get decent price.
Mm-hmm.
But
Waltham, yeah, you can get decent. Sell for Waltham Park Road. Sometimes what I do is ask for a valuator to go there and just give me an idea of the value.
Mm-hmm.
How much you want to borrow?
I think it's more of like finding out how much they can.
What you earn? You earn 100,000, 200,000, half a million a month. Debt service ratio is 50%, so that would have helped me. She says she's 40 how much? 48. So she's going to get a 22-year. So that's it. 22-year mortgage at 6.5. So let's just say you're buying something for what you want to buy. The same Jamaica, probably. It's the same Jamaica, then the payment is 81,987 a month.
She earns 190. Then yeah, you can afford it.
You can afford this. So you can afford, basically, you could probably afford a $13 million property. Assuming that you don't have any other loans. Earn how much? 200 how much?
190.
Or 190.
Is that 13 million?
That's 190. Let's see right here. 190. So half of that is 85,000.
What's doing something wrong?
85,000. Yeah.
No, take off the NHT. She doesn't have an NHT.
You can basically afford anywhere between 12 and 13 million.
Right.
That's what I'm going to lend you. But you must not have any loans.
Right, so no like car or
student loan,
credit card
loans and those things. If you have those, then you factor it in and you would get less. So definitely look to me like you could afford $1 million for one bedroom. But where you want the property, which parish? And everybody, you can live anywhere in Jamaica with internet access. Because a lot of your jobs are online now, right? So you're not stuck to any one parish.
I mean, not everybody's job is online.
What do you mean? That was online?
No.
Yeah.
But not everybody's job is online. So people have to still get up and show the boss them face.
Ask the boss to make you work online. I know some of them boss just nobody know. What's the next question?
She wants to know, can I get your number to call you personally? Yes. 876-292-6776.
You can call me when I come off this. Call me about 5:50 thereabouts.
She's interested in the belly.
Or send me a WhatsApp and then call me. Just let me know it's you because I don't know it's you and I might not answer. Because today is Sunday. So send me a WhatsApp first and then you call. You know it's you.
Yeah, just put your name. All right. Camille says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Camille. Rachel, are you okay? I just got a notification says that you're my emergency contact and that you need help.
Rachel, are using a new app. All right, next. What's the next question?
That it pings her location. That's kind of cool though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
She gets stranded on road. Camille says, I am a teacher. I saw some properties in Perth.
Yeah.
Those are the NHT ones
today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Meryl, I missed this question. Meryl Murray wants to know, how can one maximize the potential of half acres of land? How can it be made as an asset rather than a liability? At the moment, it's a 3-bedroom being built that can be done with the rest. What can be done with the rest of it?
The rest of what? The land or the house itself? Not sure what the question. I'll do a 3-bed
with half acre.
Yeah, so half acre land can take up to a 10-bedroom house. But what exactly is it? The land you're trying to maximize or the building?
Right, I'll tell you a story. There's this lady who she's older in life, so she got laid off, right? Mm-hmm. And she met this man, and they were gonna move together on a half-acre property, right? And she was going to pay the mortgage and everything for the property, but she had no income to bring to the table. So she took the backyard basically and she started planting vegetables in raised bed gardens. And then what she did was she went to her neighbors and said, I have a little business where I will provide you with a basket of vegetables every week. and you pay X amount of sum to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she did. She started out with 10 baskets, and then the following year 20, and now she's doing about 50 baskets from that same half-acre backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And people liked the idea of her bringing baskets of vegetables to them, right? I didn't have to go anywhere to get it.
Yeah.
So she had like a niche business right there
Yeah. So
in her community.
took that half acre of land and started the farming, right?
Right. And she's only doing vegetables. So it's not like she has big apple trees or anything like that in her yard, just carrots and those turnips. And there's so much things you can do as a land if you open up yourself to the possibility.
But I'm not sure if it's a land or the building. If it's a building, you can rent out the rooms 1-1. But I'm not so sure which one you were referring to, really. But Tony just gave you an idea for the land itself.
And I've seen what other persons have done if they're in the city. I'm not sure where your land is. They have done little tiny house trailers and put that in their backyard, and then make it a little garden, make it really nice, and then have guests use that because they're in the city and they need, it's like an Airbnb, but not in your house.
Right. Okay, that's a good idea too. Mm-hmm. All right, so the trailer is actually on wheels.
Yeah, trailers on wheels.
That's a good idea too. You have another question?
Yes, continuing on Camille. I am a teacher. I saw some properties in Perth, right? Maxfield says Perth is coming out on Tuesday.
It's in the Gleaner today, actually.
Right. Camille says advertising 3.8 for service lot. How much can I get from NHT?
You can get 100% financing from NHT.
If it is,
if you qualify for the, but you can qualify for 3.8 million.
Right. So what happened with the NHT?
But with the NHT, you have to be chosen. So what you do, you apply.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna apply, put your name in the box, and then when they draw, if your name come up, then they call you and you get one.
Right. And at that point, if you qualify, NHT will give you 100% financing.
Yeah, they'll offer it for sure.
Right.
We just sold a lot right across from Perth for 5.5 Cedar Grove lot.
Junior says, do Jamaica have LLC for business, say rental properties?
What's LLC? LLC?
Not sure.
We have limited liability company. But what's LLC? So you can say something about registration, right?
Unique Me wants to know, NHT lots are 100% financing, but based on a point system. You just have to apply and see if you're chosen. Right, Unique?
Yeah, you have to apply. Why am I going to bother with that? I'm not even buy a lot of tickets. Anything that I forgot, put my name in a box and wait for a draw to get that.
Yeah, but if you're in a position where you've been contributing to the NHD for a while and they're in your neighborhood selling lots and you say, okay, then put your name in there. And
yeah, you might get lucky. Yeah, but I would not have gotten to that. I would have bought long time.
Yeah, but that's why you're on YouTube educating everyone about the power of knowledge of knowing that you should invest in real estate from early.
Yeah.
But just in case you're late to the train, you should still apply for the NHD home.
And the train run down. If you're older though, you stand a chance, a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just doing this in your 50s, you stand a good chance. Matter of fact, if you have a child who wants to apply, put your name with the child as long as you don't want to have a house and you're still contributing to NHD. Because you would have qualified faster, so the child would end up qualifying, right?
Right. All right. I don't see any other questions popping up as yet.
Oh, we answered all the questions. Excellent. 456.
Right. So Meryl says, she just said something. She says, what else can be done with the rest of the land? The rest of the land.
Yeah, so Tony just answered it. If you don't want to put up a building, you can do a small scale farming of vegetables, right? Mm-hmm. Short-term crops. And get those out there.
If you're in a good location, you can do a trailer, rent a Airbnb in the backyard.
The trailer. We would be a good location for that now, but a trailer in your backyard.
Oh, right where we live.
No, man, you're talking about tourist belt.
Yeah, but we come this side for various reasons. But right in our backyard too.
Not in our backyard. Our backyard are 2 feet.
Well,
Well, which trailer you gonna put back this on? But in the backyard I was a 4 feet. But where would allow you to do that?
well,
Maybe
but
one of
those,
those lots in a half acre lot and them lot.
well, those persons who bought Hills of Draxall, they could do something like that in their backyard because they're close to the coast
Mm-hmm.
and their yards are big for them to really maximize something like that
Mhm.
after they build their home.
After they build their house. They could also do the farming.
They
Because the
could,
minimum land space is half acre.
they could also do the farming and then offer that same farming source to everybody else in the community.
Yeah. And so the sky's the limit, guys. So you just have to go after it. All right. Any more questions? You have 2 minutes to shoot.
Somebody in the Jamaica too who's not adding on to their home can probably do some garden vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, they can area out so you can go up as opposed to laying out. You know?
But you know the persons in Jamaica, if they're not inclined to playing football, they have a whole spot of land that could be a community garden.
No man, the man never going to want to play football. Them man, take with them football, them Sunday morning football, we go plant lettuce and tomato. Totally, you're not get away with that. Forget that. Them gonna want to play football. Worse than want to get out of the house, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Jamaica has a kiddies play area.
So what? Don't the children need area to play? You're gonna plant that up?
Nah. But that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't plant it up because the kids need.
Yeah, but
Like a Zander now. It have swing, it have this. Him go down them, up and down him. It also have a jogging trail around the football field. Persons are going to use that early in the mornings and late in the evenings. I know that for sure.
But I do know for Jamaica, there are the corner units. There's a spot of land between their land and the sidewalk that could have been utilized.
Oh, the corner lots.
Yeah.
So when you get to Jamaica, you're going to plant it up. I'm yet to see that. Tony is a person who lay gravel everywhere, guys. No, you're talking about homestead and you know, plant. No.
That's because I don't like flowers.
Yeah, she's not plant, you know, like no food, no.
I like flowers.
So, I mean, you're gonna plant it up or you're gonna gravel everything. See?
I may not gravel it, Jamaica, because I mean, based on the videos that I saw, the flowers really did look nice. Maybe I should put in some flowers. But
the Jamaica is gonna be a really nice community. A lot of the persons buying, we actually have gotten to know them pretty well since we've started.
I know it's like knowing your neighbors before meeting your neighbors.
Yeah. So, and they're really looking forward to it. We have a lot of young people, you know, I've been saying, guys, don't wait till you get to my age.
Oh, some questions popped up at the end of the show.
What?
Alicia Bishop wants to know, in Jamaica, how much does the bank charge to lend the mortgage? Is it the amount you paid up front or added in the loan amount?
No, you usually pay that different, or some of them add it. So NHD adds it.
Right.
NHD would charge you 4 or 5%. That's going to be added to the mortgage. Somebody like Jamaica National, you probably pay it up front.
Favor Stern says, if I'm reapplying,
it's about, it can be anywhere, so it can be anywhere from 2 to 5%. Just depends on the bank. And I need to get that information from Jamaica National.
Oh, Favor Stern says, if I'm repaying a pay advance at the moment, would it be wise to apply for a mortgage using these slips?
No, I'll use it. But clear off the pay advance.
Yeah, pay
it off. And everybody, those loans you are not to take. Pay advance loans, quick cash loan. What the man is called next one them. Those loans, you really don't do anything sensible with them. So if it is that your light cut off or you're in a bind because of something, just borrow the money from your friend, right?
Valerie wants to talk about loans for incomplete property.
You can get that as well. You just need to have the blueprint for the property that is incomplete, the approved blueprint. You need a builder's estimate. Somebody give you a builder give you an estimate to say this is what it costs to finish it. You're gonna need a valuation for the property as is and the property when it's complete. You also need a survey diagram. So you need all of those and you present it to the bank along with your pay slip and your tax return and your credit report. Depends now. If your salary, you only need your pay slip and your job letter. If you're not salaried like Tony and myself, you're going to need your tax return, your credit report, your bank account for the past 1 year. So you need all of that.
Question. Can my husband use my income to get a loan? I am a US citizen. Why would you give your husband your income to get a loan? What happened to his income to get his own loan? What happened if he leave you? Then you end up with a loan to go pay. Don't it?
Yeah, because you would not be a party to the loan. And the loan that you get, you are going to be a party to the loan. But I don't understand the question. You want, can my
husband use my income to get a loan? I am a US citizen.
As a US citizen, yes, you can get a mortgage loan in Jamaica, no problem. But you are on the loan. If he's not working, he's not on the loan. Right, he has to be working and can show that he have income and all of that. So join with you on the loan. If he's not working, it's you alone on the loan. So you can take the loan and give it to him if you want. Or you take the loan and buy it. Well, chances are real estate we're talking about. So you're going to take the loan and buy a property, right?
Right. And have both your names on it.
No, it will be her name alone if he's not working.
Oh.
Not when put his name on it.
Really?
No.
So you tell me that if a husband and our stay-at-home wife comes together and the husband says, I'm going to buy a house for a family to live in, her name is not on that title?
If she's not working now.
Really?
Housewife is not a job.
What? Something wrong with that. You sure?
To be a party to the loan, but it's a loan enough. If you did have the money and then buy the house cash, we can put our name on it. But if we're going to approach the bank for a loan.
But you don't see something wrong with that? So what happens to her if he passes on? If she's not on it?
He leaves a will for her to get it.
But she's on the title?
No.
No?
No.
You sure?
She's not on title. Remember, we have had that experience before where the husband, because of his income, was not qualifying for any loan. He had an income, but he wasn't qualified. And they actually had to write the loan in the wife's name alone.
That's a sad state. So they're not going to fix that?
Why? What is the disadvantage? Let me see.
If husband passes, who gets the house?
The wife can get it, man. She lived there.
With a lot of headache.
No. It's a matrimonial home, so she entitled to it anyway. But it's just that he would have to leave a will because her name is not on the title. And if he didn't leave a will, she can always apply to the courts under administration without will.
Like I said, a lot of work.
So it's not a lot of work and a lot of headache. But housewife in Jamaica is not a profession, quote unquote. So should have to have an income.
Okay.
Should have to show an income to be able to be on the market. Any more questions?
Okay. Okay, Unique says it's called Payday Loans.
Yeah, Payday Loans, guys. Those loans have high interest rates, one. And you don't do anything sensible. In other words, they don't give you enough money for you to really do something. Now, the only way you probably take that loan is if you see a quick business opportunity and you want to make use of it. And you know that, hey, I'm going to get back this money to pay back this loan.
Quick time
and have money leave over. That's the only way you probably run for that loan. But if it is for short-term budgetary support, no. So remember, reoccurring expenses, do not borrow for reoccurring expenses. So if it's to pay a light bill, your car note, your water bill, but put food in your house, pay a school fee, those are reoccurring bills. Don't borrow for those things. You are to budget in advance put the money aside so that when those things roll around, you can pay for it, right? You're to borrow for the assets. Assets. I remember assets are things that put money in your pocket. So certainly, borrowing to pay a light bill, not when you put money in your pocket.
LaShawn says, okay, I want to build a house on his land. Well,
Who is that? I missed the question.
the one about using her pay to get the mortgage for him.
You want to borrow money to build on your husband's land? Is your name on the title?
Your name should be on the title if you're going to do all of that.
Your name now should be on the title.
Yeah, so that's the first thing to do.
Yeah, so until you sort that out. And besides, the mortgage company too will want a collateral for the loan. What's going to be the collateral? That same land that you put in the house on, so your name have to be on the title.
Unique wants to know, will savings to different investments accounts shown on your payslip work against you? Or once you can prove it's savings, it's okay? Or should I cancel these deductions when ready to apply?
Once you can prove it's savings.
So you'd have to show the accounts that the monies are going to.
Yeah, and then the bank itself will have to, so they're going to want to see the statement. So if you put the money there, they might look for see now if it come out and go to a loan. They're gonna look for that. And this sound like, so you're doing an automatic deduction to these accounts.
Sounds that way.
Sounds that way. All right. So everybody, you do these automatic deductions as the richest man in Babylon teaches us to save 10% of our earnings. I say save up to 50% of your earnings. And then when you save the 50% of your earnings, go and look at a mortgage that will take the 50% every month from you and pay it to a mortgage. That way you're doing land banking. So only save this up for 1 year. Don't bother with the perpetual saving. Am I using that word correctly?
Yeah, I'm trying to say continuous saving.
Yeah, don't bother with the save, silly drop. Don't bother with it.
It's not pension.
No, Robert Kiyosaki says savers is for losers, and I do believe he is right. So you only save the money first, and then you take it out and you make a profitable investment. Guys, remember? All right. So it sounds similar. What's her name?
That was Unique.
Unique. Sounds to me like you're ready to buy real estate.
Okay. Unique also wants to know, will voluntary pension work against you? How many deductions Unique have on the one payslip?
No, voluntary pension don't work against you. It's so voluntary pension is usually okay. So I know a little bit about that. So 5% is a regular amount that you pay, right? And then you can pay an additional 5% on the voluntary. Okay. And I think by law, I think self-employed like us can pay up to 20% of our earnings into a pension scheme. Okay. Right? But everybody, I'm here to tell you that rubbish don't work.
I know, because the money that you're saving now is worth nothing tomorrow.
Nothing. That money you put. People get my Scotia saved.
This is the pennies that they gave you back.
Can I tell you right from me take out money and put it over a piece of land?
The pennies.
Listen to me, Dad. That yes, you can save the 5% if it is being matched by your employer.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah, so if they're matching it more, so if you throw 10 at your employer and match it 10, then by all means put it down because you get a 10% windfall. You understand? Down the road you get a 10% windfall. But if you put in 5 and nobody now match it, then you can put in 10 and nobody still now match it. Then what you all get? By the time you reach 65, I monkey money them here. You can't carry up on a pension. Buy a real estate.
LaShawn says, yes, it is land for collateral. Okay. Yeah. So add your name to the title and then you can get the mortgage.
You're going to add your name to the title, then you can get the mortgage. Or you have to, I don't know that tricky. Is it family land you add your name to the title?
This is a free and clear property that he bought and solely owns.
Yeah. Or is it an inherited property? If it's inherited and it's him alone inherited, fine.
But if he has siblings, you need to do some more due diligence.
If it's a property that he owns, you know something.
Or if you have the ability to get a mortgage, just go and buy a property together.
Yeah, if you have the ability to get a mortgage, buy a property together. If he can, if he's working and can
And if you're overseas, get something nice in a little gated community and
Yeah.
use your money wisely.
Use your loan wisely. The building cost can run away if you're not.
And she's not there.
And
She's
you're
in
not
US,
there. Yeah,
and
the building costs that can just get out of hand, you know, and you may come, as I've seen a lot of returning residents come
and those in a house.
and they live on a condo, man. They live on a construction site. Literally. I visited a lady, remember that lady in St. Elizabeth?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she tell me how much money she spent already and she still don't have a completed house.
Yeah. You can't see where the money go if you're not
So
there
the
to
building,
manage it, really.
the building costs, I don't give a proper contractor like me. So the building costs can run away with you. Before you borrow any money, everybody, for real estate, you want to make sure your name is on the title to protect your interest in this property, right? Those of you coming from overseas and you're marrying people like me and Tonya,
Foreign husband.
I might get a foreign
Foreign
husband.
husband.
So foreign husband, if you come here, you marry people like me and Tony, who may have land already. Quite frankly, I wouldn't make you come borrow money and be on that land.
No.
You
Buy
know
something
why?
on the north coast.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Because I'm thinking, I really want to leave this for Rachel and Tony. I really want to leave this for my downline in my grandchildren, Sander. And down the road now, it'll get sticky now. If you, my new husband, come, take a loan, build on it, me pass, and my kids them start to get irate. Right? I don't think that.
Why do you went to stepfather?
Yeah, you're Tony, you know you're gonna throw the money. No, you got here, we know you're gonna fling him out. And you're gonna say, but don't wait, when did this happen? My mother would never do that. Whereas with your things, what is Sandra supposed to get when you do this?
Exactly.
Right? So I would say buy a clean property, you and your husband. Take the loan and buy a property for the two of them.
Yeah.
So that both of you can decide, you come in equal advantage, and body have no advantage over the other. And you can now do what you want to do as a wife or as a husband. Right? That's what I would do. And that's just, I only give my personal opinions.
All right, that's it.
That's it, guys.
We're 15 past.
Right. Remember, we came on late anyway. So you did give the broad. Are you sure? You answer everybody's question?
No, we're never out of questions.
Then I must answer.
No, I mean, as you answer one another, what pops up.
Oh, what's the other question?
TJ wants to know, for a U.S. resident purchasing in Jamaica, is it best to pay mortgage/home buying fees in Jamaican or in US, and why?
Pay in Jamaican because the US depreciates against the dollar. Sorry, so that's wrong. The Jamaican dollar depreciates against the US. So let us say you started out with a mortgage of 100,000 Jamaican dollars, and the Jamaican dollar was 1 to 100, meaning $1 US to 100 Jamaican dollars. So that means it would take 1,000 US to buy 100,000 Jamaican dollars, correct? So let us say now the dollar now reach $150, but your mortgage is still 100,000 US. How much would be the US you would pay? So divide 150,000. Divide 100,000 by $150. How much is it?
Maths people not on today.
Maths people, let me just get a maths. Let's see what the dollar is now.
100,000 by 150. That's what he said?
Yeah, divide 100,000 by 150. 666. So you would be paying you would be using now $666 US to pay the same $100,000 mortgage. When before you started out at $1,000 US. So as the dollar depreciates against the US currency, you in the US earning US dollars, you would now take less US dollars out of your pocket to pay the same $100,000 mortgage in Jamaica.
So the dollar sliding is good for you.
Yeah, the dollar slide good for you. It's not good for me and Tony. Although we earn dollar for dollar here, so we would just still pay the 100,000 because the mortgage would still be the same, unless I try to get to Jamaica National. Type in Jane for me.
What are you trying to
I'm
do?
trying to get to here. I'm trying to see what the exchange rate is to here.
No, that's NCB. That's what you wanted?
See
there?
All right, so the exchange rate, selling is 154, buying is 148. So that's the
past
rate.
the 150.
It's 148. So when you send it over to the bank when you transfer from your US to Jamaican online, you're going to get the rate of 148.
Mm-hmm.
If you walk into the bank to buy the US, you're going to get the rate of 136.50. And if you walk into the bank to give them the US and get Jamaican, they might get a rate of 136.50. If you go in there with the Jamaican to buy the US, they might get at 154. Right? So basically, we just calculate at 150 roughly, just to show you the maths. All right, everybody. So, you have any more questions? We'll take one more question and then we'll wrap up. Somebody will wait a long time for us to answer.
All right. No, there's no more questions.
That's it. All right, excellent. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for staying with us today. And
Here's a question. Are there any properties remaining in Jamaica? Yes, we have 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, duplex units for 11.5 million.
Right. And you can WhatsApp us at 370?
Yeah, 876-370-8138 to ask about Jamaica.
Everybody, Jamaica, just buy one. Just buy one. 5 years down the road, you'll be glad you did.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.